Hey, good afternoon, or good morning still, I should say. Alice Lauderzinski for the Brevard Sports Network, and happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. No, this isn't the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It is the second of two Brevard County teams with the honor of practicing on Thanksgiving, an honor the Melbourne Central Catholic Hustlers have earned for the first time since 2017. The last trip to this game came against Oxbridge Academy back in 2017. The Hustlers went to the regional finals in 2016, and it was one of the most memorable football games ever played in the history of Brevard County sports. If you'll remember, in that game against Clearwater Central Catholic, it was the Hustlers that fell behind 21-7, came back to tie the game, and then won it 69-62 in 9 overtimes right here on this field in that end zone. What a night that was. Let's talk about the 2023 version of the Melbourne Central Catholic Hustlers, who didn't get off to a great start this season. In fact, things looked rather bleak after the Vieira game. It was a game in which they were absolutely boat raced out of Hawks Stadium, but turned it around. And the fact that they were able to turn it around, sustaining injuries to players such as Day Farmer, is really a testament to the coaching staff and the heart and soul of this team. A lot of players stepped up. A lot of players emerged. Somebody like Brian Osterley, who stepped up, and what he's been able to do. Joseph Allen, the freshman quarterback, Justin Woolard, Ramel Hernandez. How about that entire offensive line this year, which is the biggest in Brevard County? Let's bring in the head coach of the Melbourne Central Catholic Hustlers. And Coach, congratulations. Have you when you were elsewhere? I know you practiced on Thanksgiving last year, but as a head coach, have you ever practiced on Thanksgiving?
First time.
First time. What does it mean? What is the honor to be able to be here and practicing on this day?
Well, I think it's a privilege. Doesn't happen to too many people.
No.
And I think Coco has done it, 17 years in a row.
Yeah.
And we're the only ones standing with them. So it's hard, man.
We sat over there on those bleachers back in July or August, I think it was, and I asked you what your goals were for this program. And you told me at that time, you said, we're going to beat Holy Trinity, we're going to win a district championship, and we're going to contend for a state championship. I'll be damned, Nate. Here we are, and you're 2 games away from contending for a state championship. You beat Holy Trinity, you won a district championship, you're in a regional final, you're practicing on Thanksgiving. That's not a bad first year, Coach.
Hey, it's almost like I'm psychic, huh? and it's a privilege, man. On Thanksgiving Day, I'm thankful to have the opportunity. And actually, with the situation that went on with me, it's whoever turned me in thought they would stop this from happening, and it didn't. Thought that it would mess me up with my peers. That ain't happening. Too cool with those guys. Right. Thought it would mess me up with the community. That ain't happening. I am born and raised around here. Know all these parents, know all the kids, man. That wasn't going to happen.
No.
And the guys behind me, they thought it would mess this up. No, man.
It did not.
We're practicing on Thanksgiving Day with a chance to go to the Final Four. All you want is so I have a chance.
Is to have a chance. And, I was just talking, Coach. After that Vieira game, you lose Day in that game. Yeah. You're 1-2 at that point. You look like, this could be going south in a hurry. What changed there?
It looked bad that night.
It did.
Yeah, I think it was 50-something to 7.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, made some changes, man. Dug in. Actually, since then, Data has been playing mainly defense.
Defense, right?
Yeah, and a good dang job on it too.
Yeah.
If that was his main position, he'd probably be a 4-star DB.
No doubt.
But
he's a 4-star kid.
Yeah. Well, Trinity Catholic's going to find out tomorrow. Yeah. He's playing some offense.
He says he's playing some offense. That's what I want to hear.
It's too late now not to use all your bullets.
No, you got to. You got to pull everything out of that holster. Let's talk about the other bullets in that holster. the Osterleys, the Woolards, the Hernandezes. Let's start with your freshman quarterback. Look, let's be honest, Coach. We can hype freshmen and sophomore quarterbacks all day long, but the ultimate thing is they got to get out here on this field and actually do it. That kid stepped out here as a freshman this year, and he was under a lot of pressure, and he did it.
Yeah, he's throwing for almost 2,000. I think it is 2,000.
Yeah, it is.
And he was 14 years old.
Crazy.
And those bullets start flying that we're talking about. You know, you can get on him, and I have to keep the coaching staff mindful.
Yeah.
This dude was 14 and a freshman.
Yeah.
None of us, and I was good. I knew I was good. And at ninth grade, I wasn't getting out there with those varsity.
No.
That wasn't happening.
I was watching at 14, wishing I was playing. Guys like Woolard. But I want to talk about Osterley and his emergence and what he has done running the football and his heart and his soul. Like, I think we've told his story pretty well. He transferred from Heritage because, quite honestly, he didn't know he was going to even get on the field there. He gets his opportunity here, Coach, and, man, did he take advantage of it.
Well, let me tell you, man. You're talking about blessings in disguise. He didn't play the first game, so he was scout team. He put him at scout team running back, and he is blasting the starting defense.
One of the
Say,
leading rushers in the county.
say, hey, guess what you're playing now?
Right.
Running back.
Running
Right.
back.
Now he's he's rushed for over 900.
Yeah, he's up there, and he's got. He reminds me a little bit. He's got that shiftiness and that headiness of a Christian McCaffrey. I really like the way he can catch the ball, plays good defense. Your offensive line, Coach. I want to talk about them because not enough is mentioned about those guys. First of all, it's the biggest in the county, but they're young. Talk about your offensive line.
Well, that's our main ingredients. Yeah. That old line. You know, the the skill guys. You know, we got Dede, we got Justin, right. We got Ramel, right. we have a running back. We got all of that. That's cute. But that old line.
Yeah.
Some big dudes, man.
First time I saw them, I thought, my God, are they high schoolers? But they're young. They're freshmen and sophomores.
Sophomores. Yeah.
It's crazy. Knock the baby fat off, and they're going to be, want the weight room for a couple of years. That is going to be one force of a line, no doubt about that. What's it like to have?
One guy I want to mention on that old line is Javion Cooper. And the reason I want to mention him specifically, beginning of the season, he was bench pressing 185.
Okay.
We maxed last week just to show you that we are as strong now as we were in August. He maxed out at 245.
He goes from 185 to 245 in season when I know you don't really hit it as hard as you do in the offseason.
Right,
yeah,
right.
That's impressive.
Yes. Run behind him, too.
No. You get Tank's back healthy. Coach, it's a good football team you play tomorrow night. I've cautioned people not to say, well, they're 4-7. They've played 5, 6, 7 teams that have 7 or more wins. It's a good football team. What's the game plan going in tomorrow night against Trinity Catholic?
Bring the Kansas City Chiefs here.
Yeah.
and put them in.
Let Mahomes go do it.
Yeah. No, it's they're a real good team, man. That 4-7 record, no. They went to the state championship last year. They've lost to 7 teams that could go to a state championship game.
Yeah.
But not worried about it, man. Because they got to contend with us.
Yeah,
They're coming.
They got to come in here, right?
Yeah, they got to beat us. We're not laying down.
This field, I was talking about the 2016 regional final here that MCC fell behind 21-7 and then ended up winning 9 overtime game. So special things happen on this field, and tomorrow night Caleb and Jason all be up in the James E. Arno Senior press box. And Coach, I'll let you get back to practice. Send me over. So I want to talk to the big guys today, okay? Because it's Thanksgiving and I got to know what they're eating. We got your beginning of the season message, and when you win tomorrow night, obviously we'll be back out next week. But what message do you want this county to have?
I'm glad you asked that question, because I also said in the beginning of the season that I want the student body, the administration, the community, the alumni, and the players to all be proud of MCC football. I wanted to bring the reign back to MCC. We've done it.
You've done it.
And tomorrow night, we got to honor them by fighting and winning this thing.
And thanks to some unfair things here, Coach. You've done it the hard way, not being able to stand on those sidelines. We've missed you on Friday nights. God bless you. Can't wait till you're back on those sidelines, and good luck to your football team tomorrow night.
Well, you know what else I want to say with that in mind?
Yeah.
Since it's Thanksgiving, man, I'm thankful for the coaches and the players carrying out the game plan that I would put together
Right.
during the week and with me and the coaches. You know, they've carried it out, man, to a T. All of them. It's every single coach.
Let me ask you a Thanksgiving question. What is the one food that's got to be on your plate today, or it ain't Thanksgiving?
Dressing.
Dressing?
This stuff.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All
Matter of fact, a pan full of it.
Is there something special about that stuffing it's got to be?
Gravy on it, maybe some cranberry.
I got you. Okay. Coach, happy Thanksgiving, man. Thank you for everything. Yep. Send me some players over. All right. Coach Nate Hooks. And, you know, what can you say? I mean, you don't see many football teams playing in a regional final. And we all know what happened. But you don't see a lot of teams playing in a regional final where the coach is not allowed to stand on the sidelines on a Friday night due to a suspension. And we'll get more into that as we look back on the season after the season expires, but or is over. Hopefully for MCC, that won't be tomorrow night as the Hustlers take on Trinity Catholic. But make no mistake about it, tomorrow night is the stiffest challenge of the year for them. Come on over. Have a seat, man. All right, you got to tell everybody who you are.
Noah Ostrander, class of 2025.
All right, Noah, slide over here, man. Let's talk a little bit about your football team. This offensive line, the first time I saw them about a month ago, I looked at them and I said, my God, I don't even know if you know this, but you guys are the biggest in the county. You're young. Tell me about the brotherhood. Tell me about this unit.
Man, like when we met during the summer, we all got together around midsummer-ish. Everybody got in, and we just it clicked. Like we just felt it. And we just were hanging out together. We're just having so much fun, and we're just ready to get the season started and dominate.
No, the what you guys have done this season, what does it feel like to be a part of a program that in the course of one season has completely turned around, turned the corner, and now you're in a regional championship? This program hasn't done this since 2017. I mean, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it is. What does it mean to be part of the success this program had this year?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, coming in, knowing this program hasn't been at the best it could be, and then coming in and just clicking with Coach Hooks, and it was just everybody just gave their all, and we all just came together. It was just not one person; it was by the whole team and all coaches together.
As talented as you guys are up front, and man, are you? You got some pretty good guys out there in the Ostranders of the world, and the Allens, and the Day-Days, and tell me about blocking for those guys. And I mean, because you look across the county, right, and I don't know that there's a better combination of skill set players and offensive line. And I hate the term skill set players, but that's what they call them. Skill set players in an offensive line than this team.
I mean, it feels great to when you do your job blocking wise, they do their job as well. So, when you block, you get a pancake, the whole line does their job, they go and make a play for you and get the team win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got to ask you, today's Thanksgiving, what are you most thankful for?
I got to say family and food.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
talk about the food. All right. So, how does your plate stack up today? What are you doing? If everything was laid out on the table, what's going on the plate and in what order?
Oh, man. I'll probably, I always go turkey first.
Right.
And then I usually build it up with, mac and cheese. I love my green bean casserole.
Is that your favorite side?
Yeah, probably. Mac and cheese and green bean casserole. And then I put some mashed potatoes in, a roll. That's usually what I go with. Yes, sir.
And seconds, thirds?
Oh, man.
Pants unbuckled watching the night game?
I usually go in for, the seconds of the best things on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Now, is the turkey better tomorrow with us? Now, do you eat turkey sandwiches like mayonnaise, a little salt and pepper, a piece of cheese?
I'll put everything on there. I'll put some cranberry sauce, some mashed potatoes, some mac and cheese. I'll do the whole thing.
love it. You got and your favorite dessert. A lot of people don't like pumpkin pie. Some people want pecan pie. But what dessert you got to have here tonight?
So some people don't like sweet potato pie, but that's my favorite pie. Yeah, yeah.
If there were one thing everybody needed to know about this team, Noah, what would it be?
Man, we're ready to win. We're ready to dominate. Yes, sir.
Noah Osterner, congratulations on a fantastic season. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Great young man. Love watching him play youth football, and then to watch him progress and develop to this point has been. And look, he's 2025, so we get him for a couple of more years here, and he's going to play college football. Trust me when I tell you that, and he's going to be good at it as well as the players are out on the field. Caleb, let me get my ugly face out of the way. If you kind of could just don't show the plays. That's Joseph Allen right there throwing a little screen pass there. Yeah, you can kind of see. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't want to give anything away. Go get us another player. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him. Live from Melbourne Central Catholic, where tomorrow the Hustlers will take on Trinity Catholic. The Battle of the Catholics tomorrow, I guess you could say, as MCC comes in. And, man, what a job they have done this year. Again, after that Vieira game and then Day goes down, you think all things are done, right? This is a program that's done for the year, but no. And as you heard Coach say, Brian Osterley, a young man that was on that practice squad, but then you get the Ramel Hernandez's, the Justin Woolards. The defensive side of this foot team is outstanding. Yep, nope, that's good. We're going to talk to Brian Osterley here because I'm curious to get this young man's take on what it meant to go from a running back on the scout team to one of the leading rushers in Brevard County and not do it in the course of 2 or 3 seasons, to do it in the course of 2 or 3 weeks, quite honestly. As they line up, there's Day in the backfield. Yeah, they're going to see Day tomorrow. Little Wildcat package there. So, believe me, Trinity Catholic, when Day Farmer comes on the field, he's going to run or catch the football. I promise you that. So, interesting, though, we heard from Coach Nate Hooks. Mr. Osterley, come on over, bud. All right, I got to ask this question, and I know your parents have told me a million times. Osterley or Osterley? Osterley. All right, I've been saying it right. Congratulations on a great year, man. Let's start with you're on the practice squad, or not practice squad, on the scout team, running plays, and you go from the scout team to starting running back to one of the leading rushers in Brevard County. Take me through that.
Oh, so first game of the season, I happened to get suspended, so I had to run scout team because, I couldn't play in the game. And I was tearing the starting defense up, so Coach Hooks put me there.
What does it mean to be able to do the things? Because when you run, I don't know, you probably don't, but to watch you run it's like you're literally putting your team on your back. You're running downhill, you run violently, you run smooth. You're kind of that combination all in one. Where does that come from?
Really just from playing defense. I like contact. I like to hit, so if I'm going to hit someone, I'm going to do it hard.
You've been telling me that since youth football. Your favorite thing to do, hit. This team, did you ever think that after you lost the way you did to Vieira, Day goes down, that this team would rebound and you'd be practicing on Thanksgiving?
I thought we was going to bounce back. I thought the Vieira game was just a fluke, like it was a bad game.
Felt like that.
I think we needed it, though, because we was a little too cocky, and then that humbled us.
Yeah, that's a good way to put that. What does it mean to practice on Thanksgiving? I mean, this is a big deal in high school football. You practice on Thanksgiving, and your season is a success regardless of what happens.
It means a lot because we're one of the only 2 teams in the county, and no one really thought we was going to get this far. Now we're the Elite 8. We win this game, we go Final Four.
Talk about the brotherhood on this team because I know this is a close-knit team. I'm watching you guys play around over here on the sidelines, get serious and working. But talk about the brotherhood on this team because it does seem close.
Yeah, we all close. You know, practices are competitive, talking smack, all that. You think like all transfers though, but we all came together. We all at one now. We just play for each other.
I love that. I love that. All right, man. I'm going to let you get back to practice here, but you got to answer 2 Thanksgiving questions for me. What are you most thankful for today?
My parents, God, my team.
Yeah. Just overall, just where you are right now. All right, today when you line up at the dinner table, what's the one side that's got to be on your plate or it ain't Thanksgiving?
I like rice because you know Hispanic, so I always got rice.
Caleb's Hispanic. I know what he means. How does your rice have to be cooked?
The rice and gandulas, I don't know how it's cooked, but like my mom and all them know. But
They got it.
yeah.
All right, man. Congratulations on a great year. One of the leading rushers in the county, and he got there the hard way. That is for sure. Yeah, I don't care. Find anybody. Get Day, Tank, or not, or Javion off the offensive line. Somebody. As Caleb continues to track players for us. I hope all of you have a great Thanksgiving out there today. Again, it is considered to be a tremendous success of a high school football season to be practicing on this day. Obviously, we just left Cocoa, and they're practicing 17 straight years on Thanksgiving. Coach Nate Hooks here. What a job Knox Robinson and Bobby Norton and all the coaches have done here on this team this year. Again, Coach Hook's not on the sidelines on Friday night, so yeah, Coach Hook sends in a game plan, but sometimes that game plan don't always go according to plan, and these guys got to make changes and adjustments, and they've just done a tremendous job of that. That's for sure. Who we got?
Got a big guy.
Come on over, my friend. Have a seat, man. Tell everybody, have a seat, and tell everybody who you are.
I'm Javion Cooper.
All right, Javion, let's talk a little bit about this offensive line, as I was saying to Noah, is big and it's young. Talk about your offensive line and the brotherhood of this unit.
Well, we got great communication, and we work hard to try to, get everything right, situated, so our quarterback won't get sacked.
How do you go from a bench press in the summertime to 185 to 245, which is what you've done this year, young man? Congratulations on that. Talk about that and how much work that took.
Well, it ain't take work, it took dedication. So
Yeah.
Coach Hooks kept telling me, you got to do your push-ups. You down behind strength, so I kept doing my push-ups every night, doing my thing. Every day after practice, I get a couple bench presses in, and then it was when that time came, I came to show out, so I got what I had to do.
No, you definitely did it. Obviously, something has clicked with you this year to be able to do something like that. Talk about you. Tell us a little bit about you. Where you played youth football, all of that.
Okay, well, I played youth football at Melbourne Hurricanes.
Okay.
I played with Tank,
Right.
and we did our thing. It was great. That's why me and Tank are so close.
Right.
We got brotherhood and stuff like that. Then I went to Palm Bay High. I played band.
Okay.
Then I came here and did my thing.
Yeah. No. Talk about that was a really good team you guys had there, the Melbourne Hurricane team. All right, man. As a unit up front, what year are you?
I'm 26.
You're a freshman. Sophomore. Look at that turkey leg. Look at that. Go ahead. Yeah, there you go. The big turkey leg. Show that thing on camera. That's what these guys get to eat right here. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Speaking of Thanksgiving, what are you most thankful for today?
I'm thankful for this great team I got to play with this year, and thankful for my mom doing all she did for me and helping me get into the school.
I absolutely love that, man, because it is a process to get in here. How you doing academically? Everything going good for you academically?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good in my classes, A's and B's. I got 1 C.
Well, congratulations to you, young man. That's more impressive than the bench press. And finally, what is the one side you got to be able to eat today in order for it to be Thanksgiving?
Oh, mac and cheese all the way. Yes, sir.
How's it got to be cooked?
It got to be baked.
Baked?
With love.
Who does the best mac and cheese in your family?
I say my mom.
Yeah.
My mom and my grandma.
Javion, congratulations on a great year, young man. Keep up the great work. All right, let me get out of the way here as you see him. He's got they got the legs in their hand there. As we get set to wrap it up here from Melbourne Central Catholic here, the turkey legs.
That's awesome.
We're gonna get them to come around me here in a minute as they wrap up. And this is impressive because we got to talk to Noah Ostrander, Brian Osterley, Nate Hooks, Javion Cooper. It is a brotherhood. This is a team, as you can tell by looking at that picture right there. They're never going to have numbers out here. They're never going to have 40 kids on a varsity roster. Well, I don't know how many Brevard County teams even do that, but they're never going to have. A lot of these young men play both ways. They got to play both ways for success. A player like Ostrander is the perfect example of that. Osterley, I'm sorry, Brian Osterley. I always get Osterley and Ostrander mixed up. But playing safety and running back. Well, Noah Ostrander too, because he's a nose tackle on defense. He clogs the middle and he plays offensive line. So these guys got to go both ways. So, a lot of these guys are playing 80 plays a game. 80 to 90 plays a game. So obviously the conditioning's got to be there. And again, tomorrow night is no small task for this program, but it is certainly one that, look, I believe they can meet the challenge. It's not going to be easy. Not at all. But it can be done. And if you look, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Diego Arroyo, man. How's life treating you, man? Want to talk? Come on, man. Have a seat. Let's talk to former Cocoa Tiger quarterback, Diego Arroyo. Diego, first of all, good to see you. Second of all, how's life these days, man, as a Red Fox?
It's good. It's not too bad, yeah.
All right. So, it's funny because I was over at Cocoa earlier today, and you kind of started this under the Ryan Schneider era over there. Talk a little bit about what it means to practice on Thanksgiving for a first time and what these young men are experiencing and feeling.
I just think it's an awesome privilege. Not everybody gets it, so when you get it, it's a special feeling because, like I said, most people don't ever get to do it in their lifetime. So.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. What was the biggest change for you from high school to college football?
I guess just understanding the different type of defenses. The speed, because I went to Cocoa, we played all these big teams. Speed wasn't really that big of an adjustment, but it was more of understanding the pre-snap looks to the post-snap looks and understanding the fronts and what different stunts come with it and everything like that. So I guess understanding more of the football side of it was the bigger challenge.
Gotcha. No, I hear you. And I got to ask how your family is. How's your sister, your mom, your dad? How is everybody?
Everybody's great. Sister's up in college in Colorado now. Dad and mom, they're doing phenomenal. And little brother's out here now playing football, so everything's great.
Well, listen, man, good to talk to you. I'm going to bring in some of these guys. Congratulations on all your success. Come on, Tank and Day Day. And Ramel. Come on, guys, have a seat. All right, I'm here with Day Day Farmer, Ramel Hernandez, and Tank. And Tank, let me start with you. All right, what's it feel like to be back out here on this field, healthy and going at it?
It feel great helping my team again. It just feel like a blessing just to be playing again. Yeah.
What tell me about this team and going into tomorrow night? It's a stiff test you got tomorrow night, a challenge I know you guys can meet. What do you guys need to do tomorrow night to win this football game?
I feel like all around, every position, we got to just be more dominant. We got to come out, be successful, just execute with the game plan. Just be more dominant. Yes, sir.
Ramel, congratulations on a fantastic year for you. I don't think a lot of people know you're right there at the top of the list in the leading wide receivers in this county. You've had a hell of a year, son. Take me through your year, and this is a breakout, explosive year for you. Talk about that.
Yes, sir. Last year I was at Holy Trinity. I got nothing but love for them boys, but I just felt like I wasn't getting the ball enough, and I seen a bunch of people coming to MCC, and I just thought that maybe it's time for change, and it just brought the best out of me. So I'm really thankful for the coaches, the team, Day-Day, Tank, Justin, everybody. And I think we honestly got the best wide receiver core in this county.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. Day-Day, second consecutive year you're practicing on Thanksgiving. What did you tell your teammates about what it means to practice on this day?
Basically, it's really a blessing. Not everybody get this opportunity, so really just come out and just make everything count.
How you feeling? Everything all good? You ready to go? I see you out there with the ball in your hand. You're gonna get just like you're gonna get some chances tomorrow night on the offensive side of the ball. Take us through it a little bit.
Really, I'm just doing what I always do. Every time I get the ball in my hands, try to score and just snap.
I still can't. I still go back in my head in the state championship game when everybody thought he was down. I said, Day-Day's tackled. No, he's not. Look at him go. It was crazy. All right. Big test tomorrow night, obviously. But as you look back on the season for this team, when do you really – and I know you were hurt for a little bit of it, but what did you feel like was the turning point of the year for this team?
Probably after that Vieira game, we on a good winning streak. I was hurt. Everybody stepped up. Everybody took it more serious.
Yeah, no, I get it. You know, Brian told me that Vieira game, although it looked bad, you know, in terms of the final score, it was really a blessing in disguise because it was really a check for you guys. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little rough start, but that VR game really helped everybody pick their heads up, and we realized that, including after losing Coach Hooks, that it was time to step things up and stuff got serious.
All right, guys, we can sit here and talk football all day, but it's Thanksgiving, so let's talk a little Thanksgiving. Day-Day knows the drill with this, so I'm gonna save you for last, okay? All right, Tank, what are you most thankful for today?
Thankful for my mom, most definitely my family.
And why mom? Tell me about moms.
My mom, that's just like my motivation. Feel like just seeing her happy just made me happy.
I believe you're a freshman, man. That's crazy, man. All right, so when Tank goes up to the dinner table today and you sit down and you look at your plate, it ain't Thanksgiving unless what is on your plate?
Some yams. That's my favorite thing of Thanksgiving.
How
Yeah,
do you like your yams?
they gotta have a little marshmallows and they gotta be sweet, you know. Okay. A little sugar in it. They gotta be good.
Yeah, he's right. The yams. I love the yams. Ramel, how about for you? What are you thankful for?
Honestly, I'm thankful for family. We lost my grandma this year, so I'm glad to see everybody be able to come together and enjoy this day.
Sorry to hear that. Now, I would imagine you probably dedicated the season tour today. What's got to be on that plate for you?
Cornbread and mac and cheese.
Cornbread and mac and cheese. How do you like your cornbread? Some people like it dry. Some people like it moist. How do you like yours?
Moist with honey on the top. So good. It's so
And the mac and cheese, how's it got to be cooked?
got to be baked.
Okay, and who in your family makes the best mac and cheese?
My cousin Skylar for sure.
Oh, really? Okay, I dig it. All right, Day-Day, what are you most thankful for today?
I'm thankful for my family, including my mom, my brothers, and my sister. And I'm still thankful for my dad and my Coach Hooks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of your brother, man, he's having a hell of a year. 2 straight years. I mean, he is. I ask him to send. We don't put him up every week now, but we will recap the year. I got to tell you, your brother is having the best college career of any recent. If you stop and think about it, nobody's having a better college career than your brother of recent Brevard County High School graduates. What's got to be on your plate today?
Macaroni, that's it.
How macaroni or mac and cheese?
Oh, mac and cheese, yeah.
How's it got to be cooked, and who makes the best in your family?
I ain't gonna count. My mom, she used to make the best. She don't cook it no more. But my sister, I need mine real cheesy. Like when you stick the fork in it, fill that bit up, a bunch of cheese come with it.
Like a sauce strip. What's one thing you want everybody to know about this team for this game tomorrow night?
We finna come to play.
Yeah.
We ain't worried about names, none of that. We just coming to play like we always do.
One thing.
We coming to stand on business.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Showtime tomorrow, man.
Showtime for the Melbourne Central Catholic Hustlers. We want to thank everybody that spent time with us today, and for Tank, for Ramel, for Day-Day, for Caleb. I'm Alan. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. I'm a mac and cheese guy, too. I know I'm 53, but, yeah, it's stuffing and mac and cheese for me. I'm Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. We'll